Welcome to From Our Perspective. I'm joined by criminal defense partner Ryan Robertson. We'll discuss the legal strategies Ryan used to help a client clear his name following sexual assault allegations. This case went to trial and a jury acquitted our client of all charges. Ryan, thanks for joining me. Your client faced serious charges. Tell us about that.
So our client was facing 5 counts of sexual assault on a child. The state had also, for each count, had alleged that they were done by one in a position of trust and that they were part of a pattern of abuse. In this case, he was the grandfather of the alleged victim. Had he actually been convicted at trial based off of his age and the aggravating circumstances alleged by the state, he would have spent the rest of his life in prison.
So obviously a very serious case. How do you begin to approach your defense in a case like this?
This isn't just a case that you run through the discovery once or twice. You run through it over and over again. So you're reviewing all of the police reports, any sort of body cam to get a full comprehensive picture. And then what you start doing is you start looking for inconsistencies. You are talking with your client and reviewing the evidence with your client to see if, for instance, some of the dates that are alleged or anything along those lines are in fact just, they don't make sense. Then you're able to at least start putting that defense together.
Now, a lot of good lawyering went into this case. Tell us how you used the law to your client's advantage.
There were a variety of issues with this case, including prior allegations that had been made against this client that we sought to keep out for very obvious reasons. They would have inflamed the jury. There had been nothing proven in a court of law, and we were able to successfully do that. On top of that, during the investigation and actually while it had been set for trial, it had been revealed that the alleged victim here had made some pretty similar allegations, some pretty serious allegations against other family members. And so we fought to try to introduce those allegations so that we could try to show that there was this history of making things up, of falsity, of not telling the truth, because certainly that goes to the credibility of whether or not these allegations in this case, which quite frankly were he said, she said sort of allegations, came forward ultimately in the end.
Now, many innocent people who are in a position that your client was in end up taking a plea deal, but this case did go to trial. How big of a gamble was that?
It's the ultimate gamble. Whenever you take anything to trial, it's a coin toss. You never know how a jury's going to act. You never know how a judge is going to rule against you or for you. And the gentleman here, he was innocent. And he knew he was innocent. And so it was a big gamble, big risk, big reward. But yes, this was a very large gamble to take by everybody.
So how long was this trial?
It was a 3.5-day trial. The jury got it on the morning of day 4.
And ultimately your client was acquitted.
He was found not guilty of all counts.
How is he doing now?
He is back home with his loving wife. They just celebrated their 50th wedding anniversary. They're in good spirits.
And what advice would you give to individuals who are faced with serious charges like this?
You need to get an attorney. If you can afford it, go get a private attorney, somebody who can really sit down, get to know you, get to know your case, and fight like hell for you, because that's what this gentleman deserved, and that's what all of our clients deserve.
Well, thank you so much for your time today and for your perspective.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mandy.
If you are facing felony charges, our criminal defense team can help. Reach out to us for a case assessment on our website or give us a call.